Today's video is to expose the real truth and the real odds behind these tickets of winning, because the reporting is not done correctly on this and the odds are actually deceiving and you need to look into it. So I bought these tickets just to go through each one of them, and it is very alarming, the statistics that you find. So at the end of this, I will be scratching these tickets, so if you want to know how much money I won, lost, or maybe if I broke even, I will post it at the very end. So before we get into the video, I do want to touch on another thing that does affect all of us and all the families in our societies, and that is that gambling is addictive. It is a mental health issue as well. And I will be at the end of the video posting the 1-800 number and the website if someone you know, or if you are having problems with your gambling, don't hesitate to call them. They're there to help. In Canada alone, it's estimated that about 200 people a year commit suicide because of gambling related debts or addictions, and in UK is about 500, and so on. So it is something to keep an eye on if someone you know, or if you're having issues with gambling as well. First thing I did is I took two tickets that are kind of the median out of the pile because the numbers weren't even on the website. So I went online and I looked, and I was hoping to find the actual ratings of the prizes for all of these. So I wanted to know, okay, top prize, how many are there, and then so on, all the way down to the lowest prize, which on this one was $5. But they didn't have that statistics, so I had to actually call the lottery to get it, and they were very nice on the phone and gave me the information I wanted. So I will start with the $3 ticket, which is my girlfriend's favorite. She buys this pretty much every time we have to go fill up gas, so thank God that's only weekly. And I wanted to know, okay, so it tells me on the ticket that I have a 1 in 3.45 chance of winning, which in my head will tell me I need to buy 4 of these tickets just to get a winner. But my problem with that is, what is the definition of a win? So I went online, I went through all the online dictionaries and looked up the word win. The consensus across all of these is that a win is anything that is a gain over and beyond the resources you put in to acquire it. Which means on a $3 ticket, if you win $3 or less, it's not a win. So I want the lottery to change the wording on this to actually give the real numbers behind this ticket of an actual win by definition of all the dictionaries in the world. Why does the lottery get to define their own word and make up what a win is? You know, over and beyond Webster's and every other dictionary in the world that we use. So on this crossword, those were the numbers, the breakdown of it, and in red, I did put how many are actually just a break even on this ticket, which the lottery does report as a win, which it is not, and that is a 13.5% of all the tickets are actually just getting your own money back. Pretty sad. So the actual odds of you winning anything above your own money that you put in are a 1 in 4.8 of a chance. Which isn't all that bad. It's not that much greater than the advertised one. So I really wasn't all that mad about this ticket. You know, I thought, hey, maybe we don't even need to make the video. But then I said, let's go on to this ticket. Assuming the assumption that I think many people that gamble have is, if you pay more for the ticket, your odds are probably higher. And this is just not correct. So here's the number again in red. It's just your break even, and then the new actual odds, I'll highlight it in blue for you to see. So yeah, so after reading that and going through those numbers, I put, of course, the red is the $5, which is break even, not a win. And in blue on the bottom, I posted what your actual chances are of actually having a real actual win. I think I said actually there a few times, but that's okay, on this ticket. And that is, you have a 1 in 10.6 of a chance, which is much different than the 1 in 3.98 of a chance. So basically these ones are a lot worse than any other ticket. And kind of the reason behind it is because when you have a larger grand prize, which has a very, very low odd, but then all the other ones also are very lower when you isolate out the cost of the ticket. So that's my pet peeve with the lottery. I would like to change the definition of the word and make sure that they put the actual odds, because a real win is something beyond what you put into it. So I do want to have that changed on the lottery. I'm hoping that, when people see the actual odds, maybe they get less addictive. Maybe they don't buy as many of these tickets. Problem gamblers make up about 15% of everyone buying tickets. And out of those 15% of the people, it's reported to, online that approximately they make up 40% of the revenues for the lotteries. And I do know that the lottery is a crown corporation, and most of the money comes back. It's like a tax, if you want to say that. But you also have to protect the people in your society that are paying the said tax, the lottery tax, if you want to say. So yeah, with all those deaths, you really need to look into it, and you have to say, hey, let's have some accurate numbers. Let's report the truth, not their version of what the word win means. Let's actually put the real version of what win means on there and put the real odds. I don't want to buy a scratch ticket just to win what I put in. I didn't buy the ticket to win what I paid. I bought the ticket in hopes of winning more than what I paid and coming ahead. So that's why I want to change it. Anyways, let me scratch these tickets and I'll tell you how much I won or lost.